The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, guess which city is the most growing city in Central Florida? It might surprise you, and some great listings that are on the market right now. It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate.
You Have Real Estate is proudly sponsored by Renewal by Andersen, your full-service window and door replacement company. Learn more at rbafla.com.
Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by Renewal by Andersen. I am your host, Justin Clark. A great show ahead for you today, but first, the opening statement. Can you believe it's a new year? This kicks off year 8, season 8 for us doing You Have Real Estate here. A new time slot this year, all year long, 8 o'clock on Sunday mornings. Look forward to seeing you all year. Thanks to our wonderful team here at WKMG. You've been great partners of ours for the last 8 years, and can't wait to do it for many, many more years ahead. But why do we do this show? Why am I here? There's no agenda. There's one reason and one reason alone that I'm here, and that's to really tell you about what's going on in the real estate world. I have a real nice snapshot every single week of what's going on, because I'm involved with mortgages, I'm involved with real estate, I'm a lawyer in the real estate world. I kind of know what's going on, and my mission is to bring you exact information as to what is happening in the real estate world. No agenda whatsoever, other than to keep you up to date and interview great people who are involved in the real estate world, so you know, to help you make decisions about what to do with your most valuable asset, which is your house, your real estate. It's always going to be our most valuable asset, and these decisions are hard. You get pulled in different directions. My mission is to every single week tell you what's going on. There's no teleprompter behind me. I have these note cards, but quite honestly, nothing's really ever written on them mostly. I'm just talking to you from my heart, interviewing great people in the real estate world to try to help keep you informed of what's really going on. Also this year, I want to be better about this, okay? People come to me all the time and say, Justin, I'm trying to figure out what my house is worth so I can figure out if I should sell it or not. And I went to Zillow and it tells me one thing. I went to Realtor.com, it tells me another thing. The only way to get an accurate representation of what your house is worth is to actually get a real analysis of your home from a real estate agent. I'm making this service free for you all year long. The phone number on the screen, you call that number and we'll really have a real estate agent come to your house, give you an analysis of what your house is worth, so then you can make a decision as to what you should do with your home. All you have to do, again, all year long, call 407-205-0400. We'll send someone out. They will tell you, this is what I think your house is worth today. It's an amazing asset, an amazing tool for you to help you decide what to do with your house. I can't wait to spend the whole year with you. Here's what we will do. We'll take our first break of the year. When we come back for the first time this year, Viv's going into your neighborhood. It's a beach town that you've probably been to, you probably love. Viv's in your neighborhood as You Have Real Estate continues. Hi everyone, Justin here, the beautiful Michaela as well, at our house. People say, is this really your house? We're at our house right now. It's really our house. But how well do you really know your AC unit?
I mean, seriously, do you know what it takes to keep it cool and keep you comfortable every single night? I
definitely don't.
I'm not
great at this kind of thing, but the experts certainly do.
Absolutely.
The experts over at Duquesne and Old Ash really take care of our unit all the time. You know, I think when it comes to your AC unit and fixing things, we're kind of all in the same boat. Clueless. I'm clueless. You're clueless. I think you might even be a little bit better at this sort of thing than I am.
Not really.
But when it comes to the comfort in our home, we don't have to be clueless, or we can all be clueless together. And let's bring the professionals in.
Absolutely. When we trust our Duquesne dealers, I mean, they know everything and they really hold your hand. And more importantly, they know what they're doing and they know how to keep your house cool.
And you know, I'm actually okay with them holding your hand because I'm so happy to have them here that like, that's the one
it's not
time
hot in here.
Another guy can hold your hand. I'm good with that.
That works for me. When you choose Duquesne, you're not just picking any service. You're picking peace of mind. They've got your back so you don't have to worry about a thing.
No less, worry less, trust Duquesne.
Give them a call today to schedule your service with the AC experts. Duquesne, they
know AC. So you and I and you and Stella don't have to. Thank you, Duquesne.
Welcome back to the show, and for the first time this year, Viv goes to your neighborhood, brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Where is she today? And I know where she is because she's been raving about this place. Viv's in your neighborhood in Cocoa Beach.
I had the pleasure of visiting Cocoa Beach over the weekend, and though the weather was cool, it didn't stop tourists and surfers from enjoying the beach. I played tourist and I hit the Cocoa Beach Pier to watch the surf and explore local cuisine and shopping. Don't miss out on going to Pier 62 and ask for their chowder fries. Yep, shrimp-shaped potato fries drenched in creamy chowder. It's also home to the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, where you can see the launch pads in the distance and learn about the U.S. space journey. South of Cocoa Beach, you can also find the Patrick Space Force Base, renamed from the Air Force Base, where its main function is to support space launches, satellite tracking, and missile testing. The city has a population of about 12,000 people and is a popular tourist destination, especially during the winter months. The median household income is approximately $85,000. The median home value in 2024 was $470,000. Cocoa Beach is also adjacent to Port Canaveral, where you can hop on various cruise ship lines that hit Caribbean destinations throughout the week. Fun fact, Cocoa Beach was not only made famous by NASA and its race to space, but was home to the sitcom I Dream of Jeannie, where Major Nelson, an astronaut, could conjure up a genie in a bottle that he found on Cocoa Beach. The city hosts various events and festivals throughout the year, including the Cocoa Beach Air Show and the Florida Surf Festival, and is only about 50 miles east of Orlando. If you'd like information on this coastal city, call me, Vivian Lehman, at 407-205-0400.
Thank you, Viv. Welcome back to the show. Our first guest of the year are here. First time on the show, too. Agnes Fray is here. Agnes, how are you?
Hi.
Good to see you. Kim Ramirez is here. Hi, Kim. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'll start with you, Kim. Matt Buckley. You work with the Buckley team, LPT, of course. Matt's a good friend of ours. What do you see happening in the real estate market this year? Be honest.
Well, not being as seasoned as most agents, this is my first year in real estate, so
Wow.
what I pretty much have learned and grown with, I've had a great year. While I know a lot of agents, face a lot of, can I say battles?
Battles. Being a real estate agent, it's not easy. A lot of people now, their New Year's resolution maybe is to find a new job, to get rid of that boss, and they think real estate is such an easy profession. I would disagree.
Yeah, I mean, what you put in is what you get out. That goes with any career, any job you work, or where you see yourself 5 years, 10 years from now.
Yeah.
It starts today, 1% better every single day. So facing that adversity and, going through the trying times and the changes, people had a lot of excuses this year with the election, with the interest rates, with the new NAR settlement and the new laws and the rules, which essentially protects a lot of agents in the long haul, and as well as sellers and buyers, So I feel like this shift is now established. People are gonna, be more accustomed to it coming the new year, and all of the work put in 2024, they're going to really reap the benefit come 2025, and it should progress.
2024, I tell you, was very up and down with a lot of different variables. I think she hit it on the nail on the head there with the presidential election, with the interest rates going up and down. It was a crazy year in real estate in 2024. I feel a lot of stability coming in 2025. Agnes, now welcome to the show. You made the transition from real estate agent to real estate broker here in the last year. What does that mean?
I feel it's a big step to invest in my future and invest into the community as well, to make sure that I can serve them the best of my abilities. And if you see how in any sport, the season is going to be just as strong as the players in it. So seeing the NAR settlement really sinking into our everyday practicality, choosing the right team of real estate professionals for a transaction is as crucial as it can be.
Yeah.
We are talking about your mortgage professionals, your title company, your inspectors, your attorney, and of course the real estate agent who is negotiating on your behalf.
Yeah, real estate's more than just real estate to you. Real estate is all about family to you. Tell me about your story.
So I'm a second generation realtor. My parents had a real estate brokerage in Hungary, Budapest, where I am originally from. And I chose the name Intermix Real Estate INC because that was the same name for their company that they opened right after the USSR moved out from Hungary. So the very first real estate brokerage in that block.
Unbelievable. How important to you is it to create a great legacy for your parents?
It is very important. I do feel that I fill big shoes with that mission, but I need to really dream big to get there.
Well, let's see what do you think is going to happen this year? How do you see this market in 2025?
I feel that choosing the right team for your transactions is going to really set the dynamics. Thanks to the wonderful Orlando Regional Realtor Association, now these professionals have access to more training than ever I can remember. So providing all the updated information, following the regulations, the forms, the client can make an educated decision, which is a confident decision when it comes to real estate.
Yeah, well said. Let's see what's on the market right now. And what can you buy out there that's on the market right now? Kim, I want to start with you. This is Fort Florida Road in DeBary. Tell me about this one.
Okay, so right now we have in Desired DeBary, Florida, the 227 Fort Florida Road. It's just under an acre, right on the outskirts of smaller subdivision HOA community, so it's in a great area of DeBary, and it's definitely an angler's house. It's right minutes from St. John's River, from Lake Cominac, which are great fishing areas. Having the acre lot, has a ample opportunity to store your toys, your boats, a big circular driveway to get in and out easily, go fishing, no problem. This house was actually custom built. It's a 3-2, 2,200 square foot, and it's a split floor plan. The kitchen itself has the vaulted ceilings that is absolutely just gorgeous. You have gorgeous views when you're sitting out on your porch. Just all around, just a good escape from the normal city struggles, I guess.
I love it. Southwest Volusia County, still a really decent place to get a decent bang for your buck when it comes to real estate. Now let's move down towards Orlando, an area you know very well, of course, as a resident of Orlando.
Yes.
A neighborhood I know well. I won't say it. I don't want all your fans coming to find you. Darnaby Way in Orlando. Tell me about this one, Agnes.
I love this listing. I'm so happy that I got it because when I think about Central Florida properties or houses and I close my eyes, this is the house that I picture.
Really?
Yes. So you go into a gated community, you have your manicured landscape in the front. It's a 2-floor building. You go in with the tile floors, with huge windows, a lot of lights welcoming you in a beautiful family room, which we have 3 of them in this house. 2 on the first floor, 1 on the second floor, master bed on the first floor, another secondary master bed on the second floor. But what is also very charming with this property is the screened room in the back with the pool that you can just sit outside and look at the back as the view is a pond.
Beautiful place. If you'd like to see any of these properties right now, this weekend, we can show them to you literally right now. Get off the couch, call 407-205-0400, and Kim and Agnes will show you the properties today if you want. Seriously, call the phone number, test us out. Back to you, Kim. Oak Hill, kind of a community I wasn't that familiar with. Beautiful home, North Putnam Grove Road.
Oak Hill is part of Volusia County, and it is a little secret town outside of the hustle and bustle of the desired New Smyrna Beach, and it's perfectly located actually right between Cocoa and New Smyrna, just 45 minutes one way or the other, and you're in the bigger cities. This property here is more than just a property. It's more than just your traditional, normal purchasing of a home. It is on just under 8.5 acres, and it actually is a whole entire farm that conveys.
Yikes.
Yes, it has.
Don't show my daughters this.
So these sellers are very excited and motivated with this home. It's stunning. Going into the house itself, it's a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom, open floor plan, split as well. The kitchen is just such a focal point for it. It is so welcoming. During the holidays, they actually had a cookie party and invited me, wow. And it fit 27, 30 people easily within their living quarters. When you go outside of it, they have basically cleared the lots completely and made it plants for a purpose driven kind of lifestyle. Yep. It has 32 established vegetation fruit trees. They do have a stocked pond on the property, as well as the chicken, quail, hens, roosters, rabbits, and Wilbur, their pig. They are letting it all convey with the sale of the property.
Can't leave the pig behind. Excellent work. If you want to see any of these properties again, 407-205-0400. As you both pursue your amazing careers in real estate, come back and see me this year. How's that?
Sounds like a plan.
Here's what we're going to do, a very quick break. There is one city in Florida that's growing more than other. What is it? As You Have Real Estate continues. You own a house, you need to have your windows and sliding glass doors checked right away. I'll tell you why. Joined by my good friend Dan Bringman, Renewal by Anderson. How do I know, Dan, when it's time to have my windows and sliding glass doors checked?
Well, it's a great question because it's not always obvious. One of the ways that sticks out immediately is that energy bill. We have to make, well, we've seen it go up all year long. Got a couple cool days now. A couple other ways are they're not functioning properly. You have some dust on the seals, and also just water infiltration, or maybe you heard a lot of rattling during some wind and so forth.
Absolutely. QR code is on the screen for you right now. What does it cost to have you and your design team come out and see what's going on with my windows?
Absolutely nothing but your time.
That's a beautiful thing, and they're going to come check it out, tell you exactly what you need or don't need sometimes. But a lot of people say, well, Dan, I'm worried about the economy. I don't want to write a big check right now. You've done amazing things to make this almost free sometimes when you compare it to your electric bill.
Absolutely, and it's a great thing to be concerned about, but we take the worry away. What we've done is we've extended our finance plans, and we call them our easy pay plans, and they go up to 148 months, or I'm sorry, 144 months, and we go as low as 5.97. I mean, that's like really low. Most terms out there go as high as 12, 14%.
And if you think about what you're paying every month versus how you're going to save money on your electricity bill, this is almost free for you and a no-brainer. Dan, always good to see you, buddy. Do yourself a favor right now. Hit the QR code on the screen and call Renewal by Anderson today. Welcome back to the show. I don't really like a lot of these surveys and studies. I don't buy them really. There's one that I really do like, and I think you should pay attention to it. U-Haul does a study every year of one-way moves and what cities people are actually taking one-way trips in their U-Haul. So they're moving and what cities they're going to. You'll never believe what city was #1 this year. You guessed it, Ocala, Florida. Who better to ask about Ocala than our good friend Elisha Lopez, Ocala Realty World. It's true. I mean, the numbers don't lie. People are moving to Ocala in droves. Why do you think this is?
Ocala's awesome. I mean, there's an energy about Ocala that, and I'd say 90% of buyers that come from out of town that I talk to about this, they always say, I don't know, we just got off of the I-75. We had, breakfast or lunch at the Cracker Barrel. We're like, where are we? This place feels so good. And they literally like, we got to move here.
And it's not just people from out of state. A lot of people from southern Florida seem to be moving up as well.
Oh yeah, there's a huge influx of buyers moving up from Dade County, Broward County, because a home down there, like a starter home, you have to go in and gut it and fix it up, and that starts at like $400,000, $500,000, $600,000. Really? Where in Marion County you get a quarter of an acre. Pretty much brand new, and you don't have to fix anything for about $275,000, $285,000. Yeah. You can't beat it.
This trend has been continuing actually with the U-Haul study. I think last year Ocala was #2, the year before #1. Yeah. It just keeps happening. Ocala continues to be on the top of that list. There's a lot of other great areas around Ocala too. I imagine some of the native Marion County people are like, oh, we're getting the hell out of Dodge here.
Yes.
And they're moving to other counties that are a little bit further north or west or east. What are some of the other counties that you work in?
Well, all the surrounding counties, but I would say like the next hotspot is definitely Levy County. I've been getting, we've had a lot of activity over there, and that's where like how Marion County used to be years ago. Yeah. It's still super affordable. I've like a mobile home, a single wide on an acre and a quarter for $70,000. Yeah. You can't find that anywhere anymore.
It's unbelievable. And also, last year, because the real estate market was insane. It really was up and down. It's just a very weird year for agents, brokers, and buyers and sellers alike. and a lot of places in Florida went down significantly. How did Ocala weather that storm?
So I thought I was reading it incorrectly,
Yeah.
and I kept searching and searching, and it averaged 1 to 2% that the prices had dropped steadily in the last 2 years.
Really?
So where you look at Miami, you look at or Dade County, Broward County, and of course Orange County, Orlando, everyone's between like 14 to 16% in the last 2 years. So that's good, because that means that it's just staying steady. So, you know, when somebody buys, they know that their money is in a safe spot.
Yeah. Talk to me about a family who feels like they can't afford a house in Orlando, okay? And I want to, 3-2, something like, I don't need to really fix up, but a decent place for my family to live that I can own. What is it going to cost me to enter that market in Ocala?
Under $300,000,
Really?
and you get a quarter of an acre. Yeah, and it's literally like we're Ocala split into northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, and the 4 quadrants. There's areas that are just perfect for starter homes for first-time home buyers, and $275, $285.
Yeah. If you want to
Awesome.
buy real estate in the Ocala area, Marion County, Levy County, one of my favorites, great for investment as well. QR code is on the screen right now for Ocala Realty World. Elisha will be happy to send you listings as they come up, as they come available, or maybe you're trying to sell some property that you have up in the Marion County area. She'd be happy to look at that for you as well. Give you a good value as to what your house is actually worth, or your land is worth, and help you figure out if it's time to sell it or not. I mean, you're happy to do that again this year, right?
Oh, absolutely. And one of the things
Yeah.
I love with vacant land is developers will just blanket mail, bulk mail property owners.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they're really smart. Say, wait a second, this seems kind of low. Let me call a real estate professional and find out if they're trying to lowball me. And 10 times out of 10, they are. And we're able to net our sellers probably 25 to 30% more than those letters.
Yeah.
So call away and we'll get it sold.
I agree with that. If you're a landowner you sent a letter from one of these huge developers saying, hey, we'd like to buy your property, it sounds great, it could excite you, but you have to understand that they're going to try to really come in very, very low, way less than very likely going to come in way less than your property's worth. If nothing else, have Elisha come out and let's see what the value of the property really should be, and let her come in and negotiate that deal. It's not going to cost you money. In fact, I would venture to guess you're going to make significantly more off that land. A lot of people are sitting on a lot of money in land, that maybe the land's been in their family for years and years and years. How do you know it's time to start really seeing if there's some value there?
It just really depends, of course, when they bought it, but I have a property owner last week that called. They owned their property for 33 years, and they had hoped that they would move up to the northern part of Marion County and, build their dream horse farm, but, life just changed and it didn't work out. They bought it for $20,000, 10 acres, and now we're selling it for $185.
Ooh.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Absolutely. You better believe it. What do you think is going to happen this year? Last year was this. What do you see this year?
Real estate is just always good. There's always benefit, like blessings in the business, but I can just tell already that everything has been picking up. I think everyone's like that cloud that was over everybody of being skeptical is gone, and everybody's just ready to buy, to sell, and
Yeah, going into November, we had interest rates very high. We had a presidential election that had people concerned on either side, of course. And I feel like all of that's over. I feel like the rates are stable, probably, if anything, going to come down a little bit. I think this is going to be a fantastic year for real estate.
Oh, yeah.
I look forward to doing another year with you, Elisha Lopez, Ocala Realty World. Quick note, those of you in California, especially Southern California, we're really thinking about you. These wildfires are absolutely incredible, and just sending out our love and well wishes to those of you in California. Thank you to our amazing crew here. Looking for an amazing 8th year together. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate. I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you're in debt and find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, call me now or visit youhavepower.com today.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.